Hello, hello, hello. Today is March 19th, 2024. Speaking of, let's flip the calendar. Nice. World War II event happened today. Tons of people probably clicked off already, but today I kind of want to be inspirational for some reason. I don't really know why, it just hit me. Um, Mainly because time's going by really fast. I know I'm only 22, but March is more than halfway over already, and it's nuts. But I'll get to that in just a little bit. Um, Really, I think the best place to start is that one of the things that I've really learned is that there comes a time in life when reality takes precedent. Um, and maybe that's the wrong language, but reality should be at the forefront of what we're concerned about. Um, and like rather than critiquing capitalism or having fun or you know what I'm saying. I think that a lot of times we, at least from my experience, maybe you feel the same way, but a lot of times we're like, we don't like the fact that we're in capitalism, and not that it doesn't make us not try to live our lives, but it sort of gives a way to have an excuse. I know that that's probably a right wing critique, but who really cares? I think there's a bit of truth to it. And then when it comes to fun, obviously, um, if you've been to college before or maybe got up to a little bit of naughtiness in high school, you understand that while having fun all the time is great, eventually it catches up with you. I mean, I think there are those who can pull it off better than others. Thinking about some of the people in my life, but eventually reality is king, and we need to be focused on reality and what we're doing. Um, I've told this story before, but early on in my college career, I guess, my college education, I was having lots of fun. Um, Nothing crazy, nothing too crazy, but I was definitely not basing myself in reality, for lack of a better term. And eventually, my car broke, and I had no money, so it took me quite a while to um, afford a car. And luckily for me, I had help in financing a car and all that sort of thing. But that was the true wake up call for me, and it's that while there are nice things, sometimes reality hits you hard, and I think that's sort of maybe the reason why I'm I'm making this subconsciously, is because I know for some reality hasn't necessarily checked in yet, um, and so I just think that it's good to understand harsh reality before it hits you in the face. And so that's sort of my challenge to you. I guess I took a bit too long to introduce this idea, but my challenge to you is to challenge yourself. And I say this because challenging yourself to be better, improve, try new things, push harder, and so on, is the response to what you could call or consider a bleak reality, which I've sort of just described. It seems as if life is hard. Um, uh, Shocker, I guess. But I've just seen it with people in my life who could use a bit of a challenge, who could use a sense of urgency almost. And I know to a certain extent, for all you Marxists out there, you may be feeling like you're just giving in to capitalism, but at the same time, you do have to survive. And so I think developing a work ethic and developing a strong sense of financial literacy and so on is a good thing. And in ways I feel as if succeeding in this system is almost revolutionary if you have an understanding that the system is not so good. That's a very raw idea, I know, but I have that sort of feeling as someone who, I'm middle class, but I don't come from a whole lot, and I know that that's like the typical meme of a rich kid, but it is the truth. And if I could show you my tax return, which I'm not, you would see that sort of thing. I know that for myself, and I don't really have to prove it to anyone. Sorry, not sorry. I just think that understanding the life you want is going to help when you try to challenge yourself. Or orienting yourself towards the life that you want. Maybe you don't want a whole lot, and I think that's awesome. I myself have high standards for life, I guess, but just understanding what you want from life will help you develop challenges, whether it's I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week, 5 times a week, 7 days a week, or I'm going to really start to hone in on a retirement plan, anything like that. And it doesn't have to be that big either. Like, these journals for me are a sense of a challenge. How can I maintain consistency in yet another way? How can I try to do my best here on YouTube? Because I really care about trying to make a positive impact. If it's not my career, then hopefully these videos, even if it's just 7 people watching. Because it is a perceptual process, right? That's why I kind of like these journals, because it's a journey. They have the same prefix, and your challenges are always going to be different. They're always going to evolve. For me, now that I've gotten myself out of that rut I mentioned earlier, the challenges are harder than they would have been, 2021. So yeah. And like I said, even just as a 22-year-old, I know to some it's like, why are you even trying to share wisdom? But even as a 22-year-old, I can tell you, if you're younger or perhaps, maybe even older than I am, the days just fly by. They really do. I mean, it's crazy. And challenging yourself is going to help you be on a good trajectory in a positive way over time, because we lose sense of the days. I know I do. But yeah, the challenges just sort of act as a way to, in a way, automate yourself so that you're constantly doing productive things. And I guess another time would be more appropriate to talk about burnout. But yeah, I'm really tired right now, and just now I had to challenge myself to even make this journal. That's why I'm doing these journals, because not all the time I want to do them. I don't often feel prepared, and while this really sort of improvisational format lets me have less effort than like an actual video essay, I think you get the point here. Like, I just kind of got stuck in a loop for 30 minutes playing video games, but I've got work in an hour and a half-ish, and I still have to go to the gym, so I say all this not to say that I'm perfect in any stretch or to make you feel bad. I really want to help, and sometimes I guess it's these sort of cringy practical ways. Other times I'll be talking about philosophy and try and bring in some sort of highbrow idea that I think's highbrow, at least. But yeah, if you think this could help anyone, send it their way. If it helped you, I'm very happy. Leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe. Today's Tuesday, and for me it's a short week because I'm heading off to vacation on Thursday, which I can say is just a result of me challenging myself, that I was able to do this and not really have to worry about it. But maybe I'll be talking about that when I'm actually there. I don't know. Yeah. I hope you guys are having a good day. Peace and love.